Welcome, dear listeners, to this episode of another lecture. I am Professor Alexei, and alongside me is the insightful Priyanka. Today, we immerse ourselves in a profound case study, Gisèle Pelicot and the Mazan mass rape case.
Hi everyone. We'll be delving into this case that intersects with themes of justice, victim advocacy, and gender studies.
Let's get started, shall we? Fundamentally, it's important to understand the terminology involved, which may not be familiar to all of us. When we refer to mass rape, quite frankly, we describe a horrific series of coordinated assaults involving the sexual violation of one or, regrettably, multiple victims. In this case, it was bewilderingly facilitated through the cunning use of benzodiazepines.
Benzodiazepines like Temesta, are kind of typically used to treat anxiety. They're not unfamiliar terms in medical settings but become deeply sinister when mixed with malicious intent. In the context of this case, such drugs were employed to incapacitate Gisèle, rendering her unable to defend herself.
Significantly, the relevance of this case extends beyond its immediate horror. It's crucial to understand the rippling implications on victim advocacy and justice reform. We must consider how historically, cases involving drug-facilitated sexual assaults have not only been underestimated, but, dare I say, disturbingly ignored within many legal systems.
It's shocking, really, when you think about it. The legal system in many parts of the world lacks the nuance to effectively tackle these complex crimes. Gisèle Pelicot's case, became a turning point for many ongoing discussions about victim rights.
Now, moving forward to some historical context that may enlighten our discussion. Gisèle Pelicot's life was marked by resilience. Born in Germany, she moved to France at the age of 5, integrating into a new culture. Interestingly, it is in these formative years that we can see the roots of her fortitude.
Yes, and it's actually this same strength that led her to waive her right to anonymity during the trial. Her compelling decision was all about raising awareness and maybe motivating other silent victims to come forward.
Indeed, Priyanka. In 2020, the discovery of abuse after her husband's arrest for upskirting was pivotal. Fast forward to 2024, when Dominic Pelicot and his co-defendants were sentenced. A moment we acknowledge of profound legal significance, if you will. On a more personal note, it resonates with me, this case, for its embodiment of systemic justice issues that we simply cannot overlook. We find ourselves in an age where addressing such crimes is not just necessary, but in fact, a moral imperative.
That really makes me wonder, Professor, how historical mass rape cases have been sort of handled before. Were they given the same critical examination?
Arguably, Priyanka, the answer is unfortunately no. Historically, many such cases have evaded thorough exploration, often sidelined by societal stigmas and inadequate legal frameworks. But this case, it's crucial to say, it has propelled an increased scrutiny in modern times.
It connects back to how legal challenges need more than mere awareness. We need proper infrastructure. How does the system, address complexities like drug-facilitated assaults?
A pertinent question indeed. Legal systems, to some extent, have been exposed for their deficiencies. This trial particularly highlighted the gaps, opening discourse for stronger preventive measures and legislative changes. In simpler terms, we must deepen our commitment to comprehensive legal reforms.
And maybe it's just me, but should there be more international dialogue then? What still needs addressing globally?
In conclusion, the fight is far from over. We observe that ongoing international discourse is imperative. Drug regulation, victim support systems, and enhanced frameworks for justice. These are areas still ripe for comprehensive research and reform. Should we achieve these, the protection against such crimes would be significantly bolstered.
It's clear we've had a lot to talk about today. From Gisèle Pelicot's bravery to the broad systemic issues her case undraped and maybe generated more awareness about.
And so we conclude. Today's journey has unearthed critical insights about mass rape, drug-facilitated assaults, and the legal reforms needed. For those interested, exploring victim advocacy and the intricacies of legal reforms can provide further enlightenment. We express our gratitude for your attention and encourage your continued thoughtful engagement with these matters.
Thanks, everyone. Until next time, stay curious and critical.